Alright guys, over here back in my stall, I'm doing this challenge. They got that ghetto music playing over there. But look guys, this don't deserve a topic for its own video, so I discussed it here in my typical shop tour video. Alright, I'm doing this car pulling to the left, guys. Guys, you gotta understand something when you're dealing with suspension work as far as pulling alignments and anything like that. See, somebody just replaced these tensioner struts. I don't know if they did that thinking that was going to repair the pull to the left. But guys, let me explain something to you guys. Guys, tires play a major role in any kind of suspension work, especially alignment and tire pull and things like that. This tire looks good. Now this car pulled to the left. Here's the left tire, guys. So now, this tire is, as you can see, I'm seeing wire, right? I don't know if the guy that put these on did not inspect the tires, but I want you guys to understand that tires play a major role. Major role is suspension, alignments, things like that. Now, this is pretty much the end byproduct of something else. I mean, just because you have especially a worn out tire, this tire is uneven, guys. So you're going to have all kinds of wobble. You're going to have vibration. Look at that. I don't even want to rub it because it's wire, but you're going to have vibration and everything. I got a tire I'm finna replace on this side. They can't afford both tires, but I understand, guys. Some people do not have money like that, so I will replace this tire. I did convince her to replace this tire. Now, will that stop the pull? I don't know, because now we're dealing with uneven tires. All right, I highly suggest if you're going to do one in the front, do both in the front, okay? Now I'm also going to align it rather. But guys, this could be because you're out of alignment, and you got to understand if you're out of alignment, that means you likely have some worn suspension parts, guys. Cars don't just come out of alignment on its own. Now maybe when he replaced these, my alignment, there was no more looseness in the suspension. He just didn't go far enough, guys. This is a comeback recheck, and y'all know I am not a snitch. Okay, I'm here to try to find out exactly what's wrong with the car, if it come back or when it come back. But for now, I'm gonna replace this tire and do an alignment because I have checked the suspension. It's nice and tight. Like I said, I don't know the condition of the tensioner struts before. They may have been extremely loose, which would have caused this, which could have caused this. Okay, worn suspension parts will cause uneven tire wear. So we're gonna go from there, guys. I'm gonna take care of that. So like I said, this don't warrant its own video, but you're getting a tire, buddy. All right, that's bad. We'll see after I do the tire, check the alignments. I'm gonna go drive it, of course, and we will go from there, guys. All right, guys, let's go this way. What is this? A Commander. You have a jack stand under here. Ooh, this the big transmission, guys. Yeah, I can tell what he's doing. Have the rear drive shaft off, guys. Drive shaft go from here to the rear diff. This is a four-wheel drive unit, obviously, guys. You have this off. Wow, this is a pain in the butt. And from the looks of this, guys, he's about to remove the transfer case. Has to be noisy. These are always a pain to do on the car, guys, because you gotta fish all these bolts. You know how transfer case bolts up to the transmission, right? There's some bolts on the tops. You gotta reach over and bend over and fish and all kinds of stuff, guys. So it's obviously noisy. I just did a transfer case service on a Wrangler. Now, is this noisy because they wasn't keeping up their trans service? I don't know. Here's the box right here. So these transfer cases are in huge boxes. So, and because this is an older model car, it's likely it's a '06. It's likely not under warranty, guys. So it's really hard to say, but they are a pain to do, guys. They're not that bad. It's just, I don't know. Got the electrical modulator on there, but yeah, it's always hard fishing these the top bolts. If you get the top bolts out, the rest of it's easy. And of course, you just grab it and go backwards. But we're fighting for a little space here. So hopefully, always mark these guys. You're going in with a new transfer case. So it's nothing you're married to. Oh boy, this can be a pain. Look at my man light. Y'all see that? That is nice. Snap on make that. I know some of you big Justin Dow probably know all about this stuff. You tell I'm old school. I don't even know. This young guy, young mechanic. I don't even know how to turn this sucker on. That's crazy. But, alright, man. Hey, look, you can angle it either way it go to get you light. But, guys, just wanted to show y'all what was going on, guys. Alright, that's all I have. Let's go back this way. Appears he doing a 3.6. Okay, guys. This 3.6 looks like he's replacing bank 1, guys. Yes, bank 1. Whoa, what happened? Whoa, y'all see that? So he have a reason to replace it, but what's shocking me, guys, he chose to remove the timing chain cover. Do you have to remove it? Absolutely not. In fact, I'm gonna show y'all this video clip right here where I got one off without it. Now, because this is so easy, guys, and you got quite a bit of room, don't worry about doing it that way. Actually do it the way you're supposed to do it. In reality, guys, you're supposed to remove the cover to do either head, okay? Because you're trying to get these guides off of the head. All right, that's the only reason you have to remove the cover, to remove the guides off of the head. All right, but you do not have to do it for either head. Now, earlier when we started repairing these, it was, the saying goes, you have to remove the cover to do bank 1. You don't have to remove it to do bank 2, simply because you can gain access to the timing chain guide bolt right here. That is the same case here, but some people choose to go ahead and remove it just so they can get the head off. But you don't have to. But I highly recommend you do on a car like this because it's easy. It's gonna be a pain either way, but do it the right way, guys. I'm not about to sit here and tell y'all to cheat that. I mean, it's not really cheating. You just have to lift up and backwards to clear some things, but it can be a hurdle if you've never done one. So I'm against it, but I don't do it. Okay, for your information. Yes, yes, he removed the cover. You can see all the cover bolts off. So he has removed it. It looks like he's getting ready to replace bank 1. Again, yes, there's the cylinder head right there. Cylinder head in the package. I don't know why, but I can see why. I'm gonna get in this ear Monday and find out exactly why. All right, guys, let's go this way.